How do you know you've been chosen? When a greater power chooses you, it does not come with instructions. It hints at things and whispers to you. Keep an open mind, and don't write off indicators as luck. Recognize their worth. If you delve into them, you can find clues that lead you to your true purpose. The telltale symptoms of a chosen one are listed here. You are genuine. You're the type of person who can't put on an act. You prefer to avoid uncomfortable situations altogether, rather than try to bluff your way through them. You just don't have it in you to lie. You get a bad vibe from it. People that aren't honest rub you the wrong way too. They are either too materialistic, too gossipy, or too bullying to be friends with. You also seem to possess some sort of false radar, an innate ability to discern when someone is putting on an act. You seem to have a supernatural capacity to detect hypocrisy from afar. It's a distinctive quality that helps set you apart. You, the chosen one, have an uncanny ability to see through people's facades and know when they're not being honest. Your appetite demands more. You're not the type to be content with merely existing from day to day. Some people thrive on having a set schedule to follow each day. There's always this sense that you're missing out on something greater. Trying to be like everyone else is scary, as if it were a trap you had to avoid falling into. You have the wisdom to know that there is more to living than a 9-to-5 work and conforming to norms set by others. You aren't constrained in the same ways that other people appear to be. You're aware that the world is vast and full of wonders beyond your comprehension. Taking an alternative route is akin to the words of poet Robert Frost. You're going in a direction that's not taken by the majority, and you realize that this decision will have profound effects on the rest of your life. You have a lot to go through. Many are invited, but only a select few are accepted. The chosen ones are the most capable. They have to fight the toughest fights and can handle it. Your existence as a chosen one is destined to be difficult from the start. There is a reason behind these challenges. They fortify you and impart wisdom. The ability to help people who are going through difficult circumstances comes from having gone through them yourself. You can be a guiding light for people who are lost or hurting because of the experiences you've had. Your trials and tribulations will perhaps spare many others the anguish you've felt. By facing and conquering adversity, you smooth the way for those who follow. There is meaning to the anguish, the difficulty, the test, and the challenge that life throws at you. It's all quite efficient. You may use these events to develop spiritually and gain the insight you need to improve the world. You are able to help people through their difficulties even while you face your own challenges. Even if you don't see it, you're actually saving and healing their lives. You're doing more than simply looking out for number one. You're also a selfless volunteer who serves those in your community. You're on a mission to learn the truth. You've always been the type of person who's interested in getting to the bottom of things. When some might just go along with what they're taught, you're not afraid to question the status quo or challenge the beliefs held by the majority. You like to go your own way and follow your instincts. You're continually pondering life's bigger concerns and searching for answers. You have an insatiable desire to learn about the world and the meaning of life. You also understand that the world may not always have the true solutions. They are usually located internally. A life not investigated is not worth living, as Socrates once stated. You seriously think that? So you're on an adventure to find out who you are and what you want out of life. You're not just existing, you're exploring, learning, and growing. There is no one like you. Another sign that you're a special one is if you're the outcast of the family. You've always had the feeling that you didn't quite fit in anywhere. Since you are so different from your relatives, you may have even considered the possibility that you were adopted. Instead of following the crowd, choose a different route. Perhaps they don't share your political views or they can't get their heads around the way you look at the world. When you feel different from everyone else, it's easy to feel isolated from friends and loved ones. It's as though you're dancing to the tune of a separate band, and nobody else can hear you. It's not easy to feel alone in a familiar place if you're surrounded by others. It's a sign that you weren't made to blend in with the crowd, and that you were destined for something greater. Basically, you're a saint. Even if you've been wronged or exploited in the past, you've decided to change your behavior and focus on helping others instead. You are a special one since you have a really good and pure heart. You have a tendency to put other people's needs above your own because you genuinely care about their happiness. It's not that you're a helpless wimp, for the simple reason that you enjoy lending a hand. You are a person who naturally extends a helping hand. Your very genes dictate as much. Some individuals may try to take advantage of you, but you let them since you have a generous nature. Giving to others, even if you don't receive anything in return, is the best way to feel alive and like yourself. Your selfless character demonstrates that you were handpicked for a higher calling. You know things deep within. No matter how much you try to deny it, you know that you are the one who has been picked. It's the same as having a hunch. A burning in your heart keeps insisting that you were put on this earth to accomplish great things. You have an innate sense that you were sent on this earth to make a positive change. You have the wisdom and experience of someone much older than yourself. The hierarchical social structure of Earth, with its attendant resentment and bloodshed. You can't seem to wrap your head around it. You may even crave for a home you've never known because you feel like you truly belong somewhere else. This is a powerful emotion. You're not regular people. You aren't a passive bystander here. You have come into this planet to effect positive change. No matter how much you attempt to ignore it, that voice will continue to speak to you. Everyone seems to despise you. It's inevitable that some people won't like you, even if there is nothing wrong with your behavior. Being a nice person makes this even more perplexing. This is because some individuals are threatened by the kindness and light that emanate from within you. Your brilliance seems to reveal the shadows and flaws they try to hide. Your inner brilliance will become more noticeable as you develop spiritually. Many people will love you for it, but some may respond in unexpected ways or even adversely. Understand that this has nothing to do with you personally. Their problems are the focus. Therefore, let no one put out your fire. Just keep being the wonderful person you already are and forget the rest. Reckon on the support of the cosmos. Keep in mind that you have divine guidance and protection. Don't stress out over the haters. Keep on shining, okay? For the simple reason that you serve a higher function. You have faith in a supreme being. You have a healthy reverence for the forces of the cosmos or God, in contrast to some who could be disrespectful of such concepts. You have an eye for detail that many others lack. You know there's a greater design at work, and that everything is happening just as it should. You are a light worker, whose mission it is to spread positivity and love across the planet. You know in your heart that this is your life's work. Spirits greater than yourself are watching over you as you carry out this crucial job. There's nothing to be scared of because you're following a road that was made just for you. You are not in this journey alone. Listen to the call, my friends. If you see any of the warning indicators we mentioned in the video, this is a message from up high, telling you that your life on Earth is not in vain. I hope this video enriches your life. Please subscribe and like this video if you found it useful. Thanks for watching to the end. Until next time, be happy.